All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken in the end zone, and no run. Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 120. Mike, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Great 57. Go.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Under 10, under 10, 10. 52.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Right back to Sanders on first down, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Shut down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, Wentz. He finds his target, it's Evans. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll buy some time, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it will not be a return touchdown, as close as he could possibly get. He's finally stopped at the 1.
And, partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone. Nevertheless, a great return.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Wentz now to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Wentz going to go on 4th down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. These two teams all tied after 1. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Just bowling over tacklers. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Let's go. Great. Rip 5-2. On here. Get in there. Let's X3. 218.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Eagles have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until a defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here we go.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And a cutback right sideline. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wentz. Powell on the catch. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Wentz. Open is Powell. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, it's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Into the red zone, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wins to throw again. And this one's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Let's go. Coming. Shift.
Now Gordon on first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is...
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On the catch, it's Crowder. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. From the 31, Wentz, middle of the field to the tight end Doyle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Good break up, baby, all day. Keep breaking them balls.
From the gun, it's Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Too little, Mike 28, Mike 28. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffin. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Crowder now to return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
On 2nd down, it's Powell. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
5-9, 61, matchbox lights. Pick the edge. Come. Check. Fresno.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Now he's forced out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run it here with Gordon and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Back to throw. Gets it to Gordon. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. Got his target, Samuel, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4 down. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
On the set. Mike, he's coming. Check in. Hey, watch the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Seahawks, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to